Okay, so today I watched a video that completely made me lose faith in humanity.
Dumbest TikTok trends to ever f***ing exist. The Benadryl challenge was a challenge where people would basically take a shit ton of Benadryl. Now, why were they doing this? Because apparently it would cause hallucinations. But you know what else taking a shit ton of Benadryl causes? Death. Death, which is exactly what happened to a young girl who did this challenge. The blackout challenge, aka the choke game, was a challenge where people would basically make themselves stop breathing so that they would pass out unconscious. I'm not making this up, this was a real thing.
I just don't understand how they actually did that to themselves. I can't choke myself, bro. Like, even if I wanted to, like, I just can't. Even an emo kid cannot do that, If I wanted to die right now, it will not work, I swear, bro. I'm not that strong, bro. Just imagine like dying just because you don't got enough air in your body. Like, that will feel kinda really bad.
It didn't directly start on TikTok, but this trend made it more popular on the app.
Bro, of course it's TikTok that makes it popular, bro. Whoever is using TikTok, bro, stop, or either just be smart and don't do any of those dangerous TikTok trends.
Yeah. And surprise, surprise, 7 kids died trying to do this challenge. The Cha-Cha Slide challenge was a challenge where people would film themselves driving to the Cha-Cha Slide.
Y'all have gotta be kidding me. Adults did this. I cannot ignore that, bro. Okay, maybe if it's a teenager or a little kid, then that would be understandable. But, bro, an adult? No way you're that dumb, bro.
Whenever the song went to the left or to the right, you would basically swerve your car in that direction.
That is even worse. That is 10 times worse. You could have just carefully driven into it at least. At this point, you're trying to kill yourself, bro.
And hella people would just straight up swerve right in the middle of traffic. The amount of dumbasses that got into a car accident doing this challenge is insane. The penny challenge was a challenge where people would put a coin on the prongs of a phone charger as it was still plugged into an outlet. Now, the point of doing this was to try and get a little shock, but in case you didn't know, that causes the outlet to fucking explode and can set your goddamn house on fire. And some kids were dumb enough to do this in their school.
That one, like, everyone's gonna try at first, but if they see, like, what actually happens, then they're not gonna try. I mean, if it's another dumb Gen Z or maybe like a teenager, then he would just kill himself. Honestly, if somebody told me to try that without me knowing what was gonna happen, I'd probably try, not gonna lie.
In March 2020, people started the coronavirus challenge where they would try to get COVID by licking the most random shit. Doorknobs, handrails, toilet seats. Nothing was off limits for these fuckers.
Toilet seats? If anyone's eating, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Why would you lick the toilet? Hey, I mean, that thing looks like it can lick something else. Not gonna lie, but seriously, why would you lick the toilet seat? Did you at least clean it? Like, my man straight up went for it.
And yes, it worked. People got COVID from this. It also resulted in many people getting things much worse than COVID. Don't lick random shit, people. The Skull Breaker challenge was a challenge where 3 people would jump up in the air at the same time, and they would kick the feet underneath of the person in the middle. The point of this was to send the person falling back and hit their head. Oh, and surprise, surprise, some fucking kids got a concussion from doing it. Who would have thought something called the Skull Breaker challenge would go wrong?
Bro, why they trying to kill themselves? That one's just way too obvious. Like, dude, the kids that try to do this definitely wanted to kill themselves. Because no way you planned on hitting your head on the ground. No way in your right mind you'd say, hey, I don't want to die, but I do want to do this trend, though. Like, bro, we know you want to kill yourself.
Slap a teacher challenge is, well, pretty self-explanatory. Just casually assaulting teachers for shits and giggles. Now, TikTok tried to spread the narrative that this trend was a hoax at first, but that didn't stop a bunch of dumbasses from actually doing this. And surprise, surprise, it resulted in someone getting jail time. The DIY Fang challenge was a challenge where people were making their own vampire fangs for Halloween. But rather than just putting them on their teeth like normal people, they were fucking super gluing them on! I'm not making this up. People were actually super gluing vampire fangs onto their teeth for a trend.
This is exactly why I just, I lost faith in humanity, bro. How dumb can you be, bro? How dumb? I just cannot believe somebody actually thought of doing this. Like, just imagine being with your friend and your friend is like, hey, I want to glue my teeth to this vampire thief. Vampire thief, I'm dead, bro. Usually I feel bad when bad things happen to other people, but this one I just don't because they literally did them to themselves.
The throw it in the air challenge was a challenge where people would stand in a circle, stare at their phone, throw an object into the air, and then try not to flinch as it hit them. Now you think that for this challenge, people would throw really light objects so that they don't get hurt, right? No, not at all. People were throwing fucking heavy ass objects into the air. One group did this challenge with a fucking ladder, like...
Just wondering who was the first person to like think of these trends. Like, I'm really just wondering.
But you know, this challenge does seem really fun. If you want to get a fucking concussion, the pee your pants challenge was a challenge where people would, well, pee their pants. Now, why were people doing this? I have no fucking idea. The poop challenge was a challenge where people would take their poop and then... Nah, bro, I'm skipping this one. The fire mirror challenge was a challenge where people would put a flammable liquid onto a mirror and then set it on fire. And apparently doing this would make the fire create a really cool shape. Ah, yes, a trend where young children set a fire in their house. Nothing could possibly go wrong from that. No, nothing at all. The hot water challenge was a challenge where people would literally pour boiling water on themselves. Yes, people literally poured boiling water on themselves. I am not making this shit up.
Some of these people really got the balls to do anything.
And of course, there were kids that got severe burns because they were stupid enough to do this trend. Look, I get that they're kids and stuff, but it's boiling water. What the fuck do you think was gonna happen? The teeth filing challenge was a challenge where people would use a nail file to shorten their teeth. And it works. Only if you know what you're doing.
Nah, I just cannot imagine the feeling of doing that. I'm really sensitive, okay? My teeth are really sensitive. Not really that sensitive, but you already get the point. So me, I will not do this.
But most people on this app are stupid as fuck and do not know what they're doing. So most people ended up making their teeth look demonic as fuck.
No way, bro. How did you do that? No, how did you honestly make your teeth that little, How did you make it so small to the point where you can't even see?
The people who did this trend out here looking like Jaws and shit. Is it really that hard to go to a dentist, people? Now, I'm sure most of you remember the frozen honey challenge. You basically put some honey in a bottle, you freeze it, and then boom, you got a tasty snack. Now, there's nothing wrong with this challenge if you only ate a little bit of the honey. But so many people were just straight down chugging all of this honey, and you know what that gives you? One straight ticket to the worst diarrhea of your life, baby girl. There was a beauty trend going around for a while where people would use Gorilla Glue to apply things like eyelashes, nails, etc. And some people were dumb enough to put this in their fucking hair. You know, a place where you kind of shouldn't put fucking Gorilla Glue on. They put a big fat label on the bottle telling you not to put the shit on your skin for a reason. It's an extremely strong adhesive that's meant for things like stone, wood, and glass. It's not a fucking beauty product. Another dumb beauty hack trend was the face wax challenge where people would put loads of wax all over their face and then peel it off. Now, in general...
Oh yeah, you dead, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You are just ruined. If you're already ugly, then trust me, you're gonna look 10 times more uglier if you do that challenge.
Girl, there's nothing wrong with waxing your face. It's a great way to get clear skin. But this shit was so over the top and covered your entire face, including the eyes. Not a good idea. Your skin is pretty easy to peel off, and I'm sure you like it on your face where it belongs. Another dumbass beauty hack was one where a bunch of wannabe Kylie Jenners put erection cream on their lips to make them more puffy. And while it does technically work, it's a very stupid thing to do. It's called erection cream and not lip filler cream for a reason. Experts say that doing something like this can cause pretty serious side effects, such as soreness, swelling, blisters, fluctuations, and blood pressure. Oh, and how could I forget? Fucking heart problem. The fire trend, people would put a flammable liquid on their body and then set themselves on fire. Now, originally, people were just doing simple stuff like hand sanitizer, and if you know how to do it right, it can make a really cool trick. But people on this app were being fucking stupid and using liquids like gasoline. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, there's no way people were dumb enough to do that. Oh, no. People were dumb enough to do that, sweet.
Honestly, I'm just way too speechless to say anything about this, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm losing too many brain cells from this. If y'all still are gonna use TikTok after watching all that, I'm sorry, but you need mental help. Now, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go and get my brain cells back because they're just in the back rooms at this point.